856-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, and cremations since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Shannon Ray Kelly, age 48, of Birmingham, died Wednesday. Graveside service Sunday at 2 o'clock. Marble City Cemetery with the Reverend Mickey Mullins and the Reverend Corey Harris officiating. Online condolences at curtisonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Bert Ray Boaz, age 77, of Sylacauga, died Sunday. Visitation is Saturday, 10 until 11 o'clock at Curtis & Son North, followed by a memorial service at 11 a.m. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, directing. Linda McDaniel, age 66, of Goodwater, died Monday. Visitation Saturday, 1 until 2 at Estelle Community Church, with burial in the Estelle Community Church Cemetery. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Ann Kirkland Warren, age 80, of Sylacauga, died February 5th. Visitation was held yesterday at Curtis & Son North Chapel. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing that service. That is Ann Kirkland Warren, age 80, of Sylacauga, who passed away on February the 5th in Clanton. Burial, funeral service will take place today, and that's going to be over in the Evergreen Cemetery in Sylacauga, and Curtis & Son Funeral Home will direct that service. As we continue with obituary notes this morning on a Friday morning, let me finish the note on Mrs. Warren this morning. That funeral service will be today at 2 o'clock from Curtis & Son North, with Pastor Doris McClellan officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Funeral service for Wanda Kaufman, age 74, is today at 11 o'clock from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home. Brother Mac McCaleb officiating. Burial in the Green Hill Cemetery in Childersburg. Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Barbara Cox Vincent, age 78, died February the 8th. The family will receive friends Saturday at Talladega Funeral Home from 10 until 1 o'clock, and then the service at 1 graveside at 1:30 at St. Clair Memorial Gardens in Pell City. Talladega Funeral Home, directing. And visitation is set for Rhoda Greenwell Ellison of Sylacauga. Visitation Saturday, 12:30 to 2 at Radley Smith Funeral Home. Funeral service at 2. In lieu of flowers, you may make donations to the Marble City Baptist Church or to your home church, Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Nancy Rumsey Thornton, age 66, of Sylacauga, is Sunday at 2 from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home. Brother Tim Thornton officiating. Burial in the Marble City Cemetery. Visitation Saturday, 5 till 8 at the funeral home. Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Graveside funeral service for Frederick Cook will be Saturday at noon from Mount Cannon Baptist Church in Calcis. Visitation is today, 1 until 7 at the funeral home. Community Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Bishop David Norwood will be Saturday at 1 p.m. from Mount Zion Baptist Church Cemetery in Cropwell. Visitation is Saturday, 8 until noon at the funeral home. Community Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Tabitha Parham will be Saturday at 2 from Highlands Missionary Baptist Church in Highlands. Visitation is today, 1 until 7 at the funeral home. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Funeral service for Maggie Evans will be Sunday, February 13th at 2 o'clock from Liberty Christian Church in Harpersville. Visitation is Saturday, 1 until 7 at the funeral home. Community Funeral Home, directing. And homegoing celebration, remembering the life of Mr. Howard Head Jr., age 81, is Saturday at 2 o'clock from S.M. Goodson Funeral Home Chapel, with Elder Andre Collins officiating. Interment in the Pine Grove Baptist Church Cemetery in Lincoln. Public viewing today, 3 till 7 at the funeral home. S.M. Goodson Funeral Home and Crematory, Talladega, directing. This obituary report brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.